oh, get to round 50 on this map. No,
Exactly.
it's like that's what everyone wants to do. Like, don't get me wrong, the other maps are cool, but this one is like priority. So, so yeah, me and
Yeah.
DT were discussing like, yeah, it ain't legit
Interesting.
because he posted it in dev. Like, we
Yeah.
can't believe it.
Also, I think we are officially live. I just clicked it. I guess I didn't have to update the key. It just worked. Except I have this dusty ass 360p thumbnail that I need to get rid of. How do I change this shit? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Alright, which one are we going to do this time?
Damn, you're gonna get like 3 other people watching right now.
Oh yeah, frickin' famous. Let's go. Okay. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I don't really have many thumbnails, to be fair. Oh wait, is there one? And oh, here we go. This is what I'm gonna do. Yes, this is perfect. I'm gonna steal this screenshot yet again. The announcement screenshot I used for just like what the general announcement I did a couple days ago was stolen from someone who posted that screenshot in general, and I just didn't want to. It just was a good picture, so I was like, let me just use this. Okay.
was it
So
the
if
one that
yeah.
we got to round 30 on?
No, no. Actually, that's a
Oh,
good one too. But no, this is just a guy who's playing solo, and I just thought it was cool because he has the cinematic mode on, so it's kind of a good clickbait thumbnail. Except actually, it's accurate to in-game footage, so not really clickbait, but it's like colorful. But anyways, anyone who's watching, we're gonna try to play some co-op if you want to join. But if not, I might just turn this off. But we'll see, unless people want to watch. Okay. What's it? File is bigger than 2 MB, bro. No way. What's this high ass
bro,
quality?
bro, how massive are these weapons you're adding?
No, no. It's this is the screenshot still. It's not even on the mod now.
Oh, what the
Yeah,
fuck? Bro, what do you put it on 8K fucking
yeah.
1440p?
That's what I'm saying.
God damn.
But it's okay. We're still waiting anyway, so I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
And then let me also upload the mod, I guess, for you. Doing multiple things at once here. Do you use the chalk patch for Noct? Okay, I don't. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking
No.
about. No worries.
No,
Yeah,
you talking about you talking about the walls like in the highlights.
yeah, it makes it glow more for like the writing on the wall. Yeah.
Nah, I don't
He's a
use it.
purist.
I see
Okay.
you put it.
Okay. Well, I'll give you
Bro,
something. Yeah.
I saw it. I was like, that's actually dead ass cool. Cause like, how come the like these other shit like gets the special treatment of like the glow
Yeah.
effect, but then like the one like that in the spawn one says like that's big like
Yeah, and you can barely
big
read one of
pixels.
them
Yeah.
in the
So like,
box
what the
room.
fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, man, should I? I mean, I'm on a break right now on like World at War. I'll do it later. Never did.
Yeah. So I was gonna say the one I'm sending you just has already in it. I mean, you can obviously delete it, but if you
Oh.
change your mind, but I'll just send this to you right now. Okay. Oh wait. Okay, yeah. My mic is enabled, I believe. Let me know if this works. It should be fine.
What's it called?
Small mod?
No, file size.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
46 megabytes.
It's good. I think the other ones take up more space, a lot more custom models or like edited models for other weapons and stuff. I'm not sure. Okay. Wait, 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 wait. Why am I getting trolled? It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What does that even mean? Yes, it is. Am I just... Is it because I'm frozen on the menu here? Also, I gotta disable one. That's... Stream status poor? Okay, no way. That's crazy. I mean, I think it just might be internet, but my internet's pretty good, so I don't know why it would be acting up. Also, I'm in the lobby if you want to join whenever you're ready installing. Whoops. I think I got some bots in chat. How come I already got 3 likes? There's no way. If you're a bot and you automatically like me, can you comment something?
He don't think his fans is loyal.
I guess they are.
Alright, just send me an invite.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. Wait, actually, well, okay, yeah, it'll be fine, but I forgot I included this thing with the zombie mode dev command, so we'll have the option to close the help door, but it might be kind of annoying to see the prompt, but oh, it's fine. We'll just play with it. Because, you know, I was testing that closing the door unlocked feature.
When you posted on YouTube, like, even
Yeah, that's cut content. That was a banger title.
Yeah, I remember you were asking our opinion in it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want to add it in, but I was curious, like, if randomly people were, like, thinking it was really cool or something, but I don't know. Okay, so we're in. Yeah, we got both timers. A little bit of FPS lag.
Oh, so you have a separate... Oh, that's cool with the rounds. Oh, shit, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ah.
Now he's getting it.
Ah. So I'm guessing when the trap one comes, it's gonna be like one below.
It's gonna be top left, yeah. Because then it'll... Yeah?
So I got a question with this timer. So is there a way to make it smaller?
Yeah, I just didn't... Well, no. I mean, you have to edit my code, but yeah, you can easily change that. I didn't necessarily optimize that stuff yet. I agree. I was thinking of making it a bit smaller. Why am I getting, like, low-key lag? Hold on. What's the setting for, like, VSync in this game? Sync every frame? But it's, like, disabled when you're in the game, isn't it? And then, yeah, when the round ends, it turns gold and pauses so you can, like, see what it is, see what your time was, and then fades away. Boom. Yeah, very, very fancy. Yeah,
that's actually better than what's JV's not BO1 with the timer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely better.
What's up, XUPZCZ? Oops. How's it going, buddy? Also, is my stream, like, fucked? Like, what's going on? Why is it still says poor. I'm gonna watch. It looks fine to me. I don't know. But anyways, sorry, what were you saying about BO1 or something?
JV's mod.
Oh, what did he do for it? Or just different formatting or something?
It was just a standard time. It just said time and then.
Ah, okay.
With it under he had on the HUD, like HP and shit.
Yeah, I was like not playing the past 5 minutes, so my viewers missed out. But yeah, we're playing some Knocked. I think my volume might be kind of loud though. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if anyone's watching, but I'll just say we are testing something new potentially. So that's going to be kind of fun if you want to stick around. But I probably won't be addressing the stream anymore unless someone types. I'll just be playing like normal. I was knifing the shelf.
Nah, I heard the flush sound.
No. Well, yeah, because you moved in the last minute. Yeah, yes indeed, yes indeed. Chat revenue $0, bro. Come on. Let's pump those numbers up. Wait, is there a way to... Wait, why is my audio not working in the game audio? That doesn't make any sense. Oh wait, maybe it is. Oh, there. Okay, I think the volume should be better.
Yeah.
Nice little nuke to end the round. Love to see it.
I love my 400 points.
Did you add the SVT back into the box on this version?
Yeah, the SVT, yeah, it's always been here.
Huh. Because I could have sworn it was not in the knock.
No, yeah, it's been here, but it's such a mid gun that no one tries to use it, I guess, I suppose. Okay, it says stream is healthy now, so thanks. Thanks, YouTube. And co-op, but it's because it's just on everyone. I didn't expect it to not work or anything. I guess actually there actually is a way I could make it per player, but it would be kind of annoying. I was able to. So basically, with like the GSC code, like all the main scripts, it's like yeah, it runs for everyone, and there's like no way to have like a toggle for just like yes, you can make stuff run for certain players, but like having the player himself, like you send a setting or like input to the code and then like have it is just what did you get?
How's this gonna work, my friend?
You'll see, you'll see, you'll see. Don't laugh yet. So yeah, we got a little weapon here that we're testing here.
Yeah, well, I mean, is it gonna be like airstrikes if I throw it outside?
Don't waste them. Don't waste them. You're gonna need those. But I didn't get to finish my statement. Anyways, last thing was just with aim assist. You know how I have the aim assist setting? That does work where like people can have it, and so that is running on the code. So yeah, I could do something like that. But anyways, enough about the code. Yeah, so you got some flares.
Yes,
Interesting
sir.
weapon. We'll let you test it out when you get some zombies.
I'm just gonna make a hypothesis. I'm just gonna see. 'Cause
Yep.
It feels like this the flare is gonna be like very similar to the smoke grenades and so that's the only way I can see it be very usable. Or you throw them outside and it just airstrike.
Oh, airstrike. Interesting.
That's
Okay,
nice.
nice hypotheses.
But,
One other thing too with them is they're actually kind of lore accurate. Because think about this: you're gonna crash plane. So what do you need to help get people to find you because you're crashed? Flares. Yeah, exactly. Now I just made that up right now, but
Oh, yo.
So
It does the smoke and the fucking.
no, but it's not just the smoke though. There, well, you gotta here. Try it. Throw it behind you. Throw it behind you. Throw it behind you.
Is it monkeys? Oh shit.
So yeah, it's like the monkey bomb effect. Now,
Because of them being on fire?
the fire thing is just because it's a flare and they have sparks and stuff. I made it just so like it can occasionally put one zombie on fire, but that's not really meant to be. That's just like a visual thing. That's kind of cool. But yeah, the whole point of it is it's just it's like a monkey bomb because it's super bright and it attracts the zombies. Now, it's balanced a bit interesting because compared to monkey bombs, it lasts, I think, less time. Well, it lasts 10 seconds. I don't know. Do monkey bombs last 10 seconds? I feel like they last a little bit longer. But they also damage the zombies, whereas this one doesn't damage the zombies really. So, but the balance is that this one you can throw out really quickly, so it's a little bit different. You know, the monkey bomb has like the super long animation. So, yeah, so there's like there's some differences to the monkey bomb. And then another thing too is it actually has a little bit less range. So if you're like standing in this back corner and you like throw it all the way to like behind the M1 carbine and then you have like a zombie by the Thompson wall by, like he's not gonna magically go to the flare because like that doesn't make sense. You can't see the flare. So it's a little bit less range, but yeah, that's basically what I was testing. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna add it because it might just be too much, but the reason I was adding it was because I have a table on my GitHub of all the weapons and the loadouts, and every map has 2 special grenades, and Noct is the only one that does not. So I was kind of like, you know, if I want to be consistent, I could add this. And in the only other special grenade that you could add is the taboon gas, which I'm kind of against because it's extremely like historically inaccurate, and also it doesn't really make sense because you can see through it really easily, and I don't think zombies would be affected by poison gas because they're like already dead. So it just didn't, like, I didn't feel like that one fit as much, but I don't know. So yeah, fun stuff.
I was gonna say that the flare is actually like the lighting and all that for them to go after. It's actually more accurate because if you play the turn in BO2, and if you're the zombie, you actually spot the player in like a heat thermal stuff. So I feel like the flare is actually more accurate for the zombie's eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Go after for bright stuff.
Facts.
So yeah, especially it's actually, you know, in lore for the survivors.
Yeah. I was trying to think of like if I could have a more creative way other than just throwing it in the box. Also, FYI, one thing is at least for testing purposes right now, only 1 player can get them because I do think it would be a bit obnoxious if you had 4 players spamming flares. Like the performance would kind of get hit. It's like the same thing as the flamethrower and the smoke grenades. You know how only 1 player can get it. And I also want to encourage people to use Molotovs because like it's Noct, bro. Like classic Molotovs. Yeah. So do you agree with that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, one person gets the flares and the other one gets Molotovs. On each kill, chuck that around, boom. That's a campfire right there.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, I think if I do add it, I'm definitely gonna keep it as a 1-player thing because, like, it is starting to just kind of, you know, do too much, and I don't want to change these maps so much. And yeah, just like the idea of having 4 players with flares seems like a little much. So like, if you're having a 4-player game and yeah, like 1 person has them, it's not gonna change it that much. It's like a subtle thing. So I kind of like that. And yeah, in terms of use case, like, you know, definitely helping with revives, but it was, you know, it's not gonna like make it so much easier to survive because if you get trapped by zombies, you're not gonna have enough time to throw one anyways, really. Like, you might if you have some insane clutch, so that could be kind of fun. But yeah, we'll see. I might just grab this nuke.
The person that has the flares and they go down, that guy is going to be very difficult to be res because you don't want high rounds because resistance, and the flare guy is like your only way. So, you know, Lord is only the way when you get a free res and shit.
Yeah.
So you still have to rely on the satchels and
exactly, yeah.
So I still like that. One player limit.
Oh, here we go. My favorite. And then also, yeah, the other good thing is, so I'm always nervous about adding stuff to the box because if you had too many guns, it just makes it harder to get any other gun because there's just lower probability. But luckily, yeah, with the 1-person thing, like once someone has it, it's just taken out of the box equation. So, yeah. And actually, now that I just got reminded, we picked up the mortars. I wonder if, probably not necessary, but when you pick up satchels and bouncing betties, it gives you a little tutorial. Oh, sorry. We're gonna throw one.
No.
Oh, that was just the mortar. It has the same animation. But sorry, I was getting trailed away. So what I was gonna say was it gives a little tutorial hint string like press X to pull out your mortar. Like should I add that at the box, or is that just, I don't know, maybe I'll probably just leave that off.
I don't know. I'm personally against it because like.
It just annoys you if you, because like you're gonna figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, especially even if you like haven't played the campaign on the Japanese side, like where you have to actually use mortars to clear the mortars, like areas, like pretty well like understandable. Like, oh yeah, you know use your key to use it and you chuck it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile the satchels is like different because you know how we have the bouncing baddies.
Yeah.
And since Knock doesn't have that, so the satchels be kind of like a little throw off for the players. Be like, oh, what the hell?
Facts.
Like, what do I do with this? Because this ain't like, oh, bouncy baddies.
This ain't standard issue, is what.
Yeah. So I have to actually, it's like treat it like C4 is.
Yeah.
That's how I would see it. But yeah.
Yeah, because they had the hint with the Betties and vanilla, so I just wanted to match it with the satchels. Yeah, I'll probably just leave it the same. But one thing actually that I was testing, messing around with, when we buy the satchels, or if we do, I'll show you. All it was I just copied how campaign does the hint string for the when you get satchels, just to try to be more like Treyarch official, I guess, like the wording they do.
Oh, interesting.
You know, peak essential features, you know, game changing stuff.
I'll just go get this satchels, even though I don't normally do it. So,
yeah. This is a essential test.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah. I guess you never buy them, so you didn't realize. But yeah, I did have to make them 2K because they are so much more just
versatile.
Yeah, than Betty's, because you can detonate them whenever and they do more damage.
I got the money now.
He's got the money.
I honestly thought they were 15.
Yeah, inflation, man.
Inflation. Press 1 to equip. Oh shit. Yeah, normally it just tells you like everything else.
Yeah, and I felt like, well, oh shoot. So that's what campaign does. It gives you, it gives you 2, and I felt like it's better to do 2 because it's just too cluttered. Like no one's even gonna fucking understand what it's saying. Press this and that and that. Yeah. And then actually it's cool because it's smart. So if you don't press whatever it is, yeah, it doesn't tell you that second one right away. So it only shows that once you pull it out, then it's like tells you what to do. And then also another thing too is, like, I assume what you did is you pressed it right away and pulled it out. It automatically gets rid of the first hint and puts the second one right away. So it's a little bit like more refined than how campaign did it. But anyways, another cool thing is if you have a gun that you don't care about, or if you can pay attention when you're shooting zombies, I added tracers. So this is basically in every other Call of Duty, but when you shoot a gun, you can actually see the line of the bullet like go towards a zombie, and it happens like every other bullet. For some reason it wasn't in World at War, but I don't know if you're able to tell, but you can definitely tell with a machine gun. You see how like there's an actual line, yeah, and so it's not essential because like it's never was in World at War and no one ever really noticed it, but it's like one of those small things. I'm like, I might as well just enable that. I don't know why they disabled that. So
yeah, please do.
Yeah, we love our bullets. We love our bullets.
Yeah, and small quality of life because they destroy my immersion. Like, oh, why is my teammate over here shooting?
Because the other thing too is, yeah, like, well, actually, when you look at me do it in third person, it always shows it. You see that, right? Do you see these lines? Yeah, so you would always see your teammates do it, but like your own gun wouldn't do it. So that's why it was like weird, you know? Yeah. But that's it. That's all I've been messing around with. I can't think of anything else off the top.
I'm still not used to seeing the chalk walls on the line being more visible.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, this one was impossible to read normally. The salvation lies above. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason I kept it a patch is because none of the other maps have it glow, and I think on the other maps it actually looks better not glowing because it like makes it feel like someone actually wrote that on the wall, like some crazy person in Verruct. But like on this map, it just looks better to have it glowing, so I was like, I don't know. I always like get bugged at inconsistencies, so had to have it a patch.
They crash on a fucking airfield that's very magical.
Yeah, exactly.
You should add the chalk as like magical shit.
Exactly. I gotta check something here. Can you just cover me? It should be fine though.
Yeah, I think we only got one left. said there was one zombie. There's multiple.
Multiple coming. And actually, the one downside now is I feel like maybe I should have had an achievement for flares if I do add them, but I don't think it's necessary. You don't have to have an achievement for every new feature. But that was something I was thinking about. Like, what's the worst achievement on Noct? Like, could I swap one? But I honestly like all the Noct achievements, so I'm thinking, nah.
Yeah, they're pretty fair, fun,
Yeah.
balanced, and all that. There's like none like.
I mean, yeah, like definitely the hardest one is the barrel one, because if your teammates just destroy all of them, you're like fucked. But that one's still like, you know, if you really try, you can do it.
Yeah, the only one I'm still struggling on is
The Verruct.
Ruck and Knock, which is like
The-
spin the box like 100 times, or like headshot these zombies like from the second floor.
Yes. So the courtyard one, actually, I don't think you have to be on the second floor, but it should that's how it was in BO3. But mine is just purely kill zombies that are still crawling out of the ground. But anyways, regardless, I agree that one is very hard. It's at 20, and I have been wanting to change it to just 10 zombies, just for balance, because after playing substantially, I've realized that like it genuinely is actually really hard, and I don't know if I want to have it be that hard. But I have to redo the logo, like it's in Photoshop, and I have to change the 20 to a 10, so I'm like, bruh. But I think I'll get around to it eventually, because... But what I would say is the reason it's so hard is just because, like, when the zombies get... the higher rounds you get, they crawl to the ground faster, so it just becomes, like, low-key impossible to, like, time it. Like, if you're in solo, yeah, you can probably do it, but, like, even in co-op with, like, the lag, it's just so hard to get them before they, like, finish crawling out of the ground, because they crawl out so fast. But whereas in the early rounds, you can actually do it much more easily because they like take forever to crawl out of the ground. That's one thing I would say. So there's a nuke out here. Might try to get this. Oh yeah, and then one thing I was messing around with in my head was I was thinking, what if I made the flare some type of like Easter egg reward, like if you beat all the quests and then you're able to get on knocked. But I was like, nah, that's just too much. That doesn't feel like World at War.
That's just too.
But it could be kind of cool to, because it's like, you know, the RK5 and BO3. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Super Easter egg for
Exactly. And then, but then the other thing, back to the plane crash thing, I was like trying to think of, yeah, if there's like a way I could add it other than the box. Like, what if there's, but I don't just want to do another satchel crate like that. I don't want to rip that off. So it's like, do I want to add another like thing? What if it's like a searchable bag or something like something else? But I don't know. I don't want to go too crazy. But those are just ideas that I've considered. Because also, oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I think like you buy the satchel or you get the mortars out the box and.
Yep.
I don't know. This is my idea how to get the flares. Is you just throw it at the plate and then it like magically blows up and then it just appears somewhere on the map. Like in 3 locations.
A little Easter egg, okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
A bag, you know, searchable like you said. Just use the mortars or the satchels. Like grenades ain't gonna work because you don't got enough explosives. But that's something.
It will launch like something into the air that will fall into the map. Yeah. Also. What was I gonna say? The thing that also bugs me is like I'm a huge enjoyer of having all the equipment on the map, and it was kind of satisfying on Noct that you could get all of it and not sacrifice anything. But now you'll have to choose between Molotovs or flares, which does kind of bug me because I would like to have both in solo. But like I don't know how I could add that, you know. There's just no real way unless I add like a 4th D-pad, but it's like that's just it's just not gonna fly. So.
That's just like becoming like a super soldier, basically.
Yeah. But what would you think would be more optimal in solo? Because honestly, I do love the Molotovs on insta-kills, but like realistically, if you have a flamethrower, you can achieve the same thing. The reason the Molotovs were so nice when I added them for me personally was it just gave me like a break where I could just like relax and just throw one and sit there and do nothing. But it's like, you don't really need that. Like if you really want the flares, because you know you want to have a monkey bomb effect, it's not like you're missing out on some like game-changing Molotov thing. So I don't know. What would you prefer in solo when you're playing? You would go for flares, but I feel like in solo they might not be as useful because part of the thing with monkeys is like you can throw it when you're about to get stuck or when you need to revive someone. But on Noct, no, those actually the flares do throw so quickly that maybe you could throw them when you're about to get stuck. That actually might be a play.
Personally, it just depends on how lucky you are, because it's still a boxed weapon, so you still have
Yeah.
to get lucky. Hell, I got to like round 25 and I still haven't got the flamethrower. I was like, damn, bro, my
Yeah.
luck is trash. So it's still a luck weapon at the end of the day, like RNG. So
True.
that's the only trade out. And plus, I don't know. I guess you're the type of guy that like do well with and stuff. Like,
Yep.
you try to get all the stuff. Like, personally, I am too. But if there's like other stuff, like I see that as like a trade-off. Do you want
Yeah.
Molotovs to,
Oh,
like, slow down
absolutely.
zombies in a hallway before you pull out your flamethrower, or you want flares to save your ass when you blunder a mistake?
Absolutely.
That's a
I am an enjoyer of choosing as well. That's why I'm a huge four perk limit fan, because
Yeah.
that's the way to go. It's just the best balance. It's fun to have trade-offs, but I mean, I think you get my point. But it's just like
Yeah.
all the maps have a trade-off, but where it's like this one is the one map where it feels like you don't have a trade-off and you can just kind of get everything. And so I kind of enjoyed that. But that's not the end of the world, because now that I've thought about it and talked about it, I definitely do think flares are the way to go in solo, because like say you're training and you feel like you're about to get trapped, you just spam E or whatever you have it as set, and then you just like hope that you don't get killed. Like it actually gives you a chance to maybe survive when you're training here and you see a zombie and you're like, shit, just throw a flare. Like that actually might be what we needed in this.
Personally, I feel like if you want to like nerf it in solo, don't like
Mhm.
I don't know, like try to have like, oh, you can't throw another one when this is like out, so like
Mhm.
throw your business run out. That's like my
Mhm.
only thing for it.
Well, I mean, wait, sorry, you mean like you can't throw multiple down at the same time?
yeah,
Mhm.
at the same time. Save your ass.
Maybe. But I will say, it only lasts for 10 seconds, and yeah, I mean, the maximos are so rare on this map, no dogs. I feel like it's not going to be that too overpowered, but we'll have to see. And the range, too, does, like, kind of play into it, that you can't just throw it and then, like, every single zombie on the map goes to it, But I haven't played with the range too much. I don't know, like, how it feels in-game. I think the range is far enough that basically whatever room you're in, all the zombies in that room at least will go to it, but like the zombies that are still running from other rooms might not go for it. Oh, we got a max if you want to throw one.
There you go.
We're about to get ultra lagged with the flamethrower and the flare. Oh wait, sorry, my fault, it's not a max.
I mean, there's a downside with the flare too. It also
Yeah.
blinding.
Yeah, so another cool thing is I'm still testing this, but unfortunately, you know how I almost don't want to say it, because then it's like you don't want to reveal the magician's secrets, but the flare gives you a different vision file when you get the closer you get to it. So you know how it like almost blurs your screen when you're like standing inside of it?
Yeah.
So I have that, and I have that, but it's just working a little different because it's like apparently in the engine or something, and you can't do it in like the single player. It's like because it's from multiplayer. So I've had to kind of fake it in script, but I've basically been able to recreate it, I think, close enough. But it's actually a little bit more impactful, I guess, in this mod, because how it works is even if you're standing far away from it, but you look at it for too long, your screen will still like slowly get more blurry. And I think that actually makes sense. Think about like looking at the sun for too long. So like if we stand here, and like even if I don't get closer to it, it's gonna slowly start getting more blurry as I keep looking at it. Which actually, like I said, I think that kind of does like make sense in terms of real life physics if you stare at bright lights for too long. But that's just, but yeah, that's not how it worked in multiplayer. In multiplayer, you actually had to physically get close to it. Like in my mod, it does that too. Like if you do get close to it, it does get stronger, yes, but it has like that second layer that if you just stare at it, so it's like even more impactful on the player. And I think I'm fine with that because that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a good balance for it.
And then also another thing too is if you throw it right under you, another thing, it actually gives you like it's like a flashbang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never.
So.
See anything here in front of it.
Exactly. So yeah. Hold on, I gotta check something here. Cover me. I got the ray gun actually, so I'll be fine.
We all got the fucking solo shot already. Sure.
Okay. Anyways, I'm back. Sorry. Also, the timer's still going strong. Yeah, I do like the timer. You know, it definitely shouldn't be enabled by default. Like, I know some other mods will do that, and it's not like a bad thing, but it's definitely like should be something you have to go out of your way. Oh shit. Just killed myself. I don't know how I killed myself though. Did the zombie hit me at the same time? Because I like one-shot myself with the ray gun. That's weird. Wait, let me test something. Okay, yeah. That was weird. I don't know what that was. The stream is going absolutely crazy. We got what? 8 likes? Crazy. And then also I fixed up my health barcode, so that was always anyways just for testing, like people, it wasn't really meant for people to play with, but it actually would cause crashes if you use it for too long, and I fixed that. So that is, I mean, that's why I kept it as, I was just lazy. I was like, it's gonna crash a game, so I'll just put it as like a testing thing only. But now that it's actually working better, I might just allow people to have it in co-op again, dependent on the host. Also, are we like glitched? Oh, yeah, we are. The zombie was like stuck outside the map. You saw that? Round just changed. Well, just because there's no zombie, but the round just instantly ended. The zombie got auto-killed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a failsafe. I mean, the failsafe was actually in the vanilla game. I don't know if it was unlocked by default, but it was. Treyarch did add a failsafe. And so that's good that that's working, coming into play. Oh, did you got rid of the flares so I can get them? Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you show it off
sharing.
on here,
Is that your keyboard I hear from someone in chat? No, that's unfortunately I have someone else playing behind me. Sorry, I'm being a dick. That's my keyboard. Yeah, that's not Noma Habits. That is mine. Unfortunately, my mic, I feel like, doesn't pick up audio well or something, so I have to put the settings kind of high. But then as a downside, it like then picks up my keyboard too much, which I don't want. Like, I obviously would rather not have people have to hear my keyboard. But one thing is I'm not a fan of like mechanical keyboards. I think it's just doing too much. Like the super clicky ones, you know. Just scream, it's what I do. Facts, bro. Oh, what did I get? So, okay, we got a couple people in chat. That's nice. Alright, so I'm trying to get something from the box so I can show it off for the stream. But we got a new equipment debuting in the mod, never seen before in Zombies. So, yeah. Gotta have the marketing on point.
You gotta pick yourself as a business.
Exactly. This is JB Studios. And yeah, a little disclaimer, this is still testing, not necessarily confirmed, but I'll explain how it works again if I get them, just for anyone that missed it. We got some Molotovs going though, nice. Also the, yeah, timer in the top right is another thing I'm testing. It's probably not, you know, it's not going to be, it's obviously not going to be required, but it'll have a setting. Oh. Shoot.
Oh well. Oh
well.
It is what it is.
Oh shit. Got frickin' Molotovs, man. Holy gooning mid-game. Okay, brother. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, your time.
Absolutely crazy, man. No, it's because he was making fun of me because I was pausing. I was checking my phone. Here, before I get rid of these, let me make you some crawlers. Well, yeah, actually, that was another thing I was thinking. What if I make... I actually finally made it so that I can have certain grenades not make crawlers. So, like, for example, the flares, even though they do, like, 1 damage, will just never make a crawler. I could add Molotovs to the list because, like, when you think about it, they're not really... They shouldn't really make crawlers. But I do kind of like them making crawlers just because it's kind of funny and it's, like, a thing. So I probably won't change that. But that is something I could do, theoretically. What are your thoughts?
Nah, keep it.
Yeah, it's too iconic.
So let's you know that too. Let's say you got a big horde.
Yeah.
Don't got explosive boom. Just chuck them all top.
Exactly.
Some there's gonna be crawlers, and majority is gonna catch on flying. Since they're on flying, they become slow and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. I agree, I agree.
Who knows? It might save you a little longer.
Yeah.
Not utter.
This little carpenter.
Alright.
It's crazy how fast these games go though in 2-player. 2-player is like pretty peak on Noct because it's easier than solo, I would say, but it's not as crazy as how freaking long that 4-player game is. Which I loved it. I wish I would have kept playing longer, but those guys had to sleep, I think.
Yeah, I was down to keep going.
Yeah.
Potential. Round 35.
Exactly.
Solo.
Really cement the record. Yeah.
Yeah. See how the strat actually holds up to against later rounds. The guns ain't really doing the damage.
Yeah. Also interesting is though I looked it up today. The world record 4-player is officially 45 on Noct. So, yeah, like the mod, since this fixes stuff and adds, more weapons and whatever, I think it would be easier to get to 45 than in vanilla. But obviously that's going to take like 8 hours. So you definitely need to use plutonium because in plutonium you can have people leave the game and then you can pause it, so you can like do it over 2 days. But it's like no one's trying to do that much. But yeah. Oh, you think that the one that they actually submitted was all in one game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, then that's true. You gotta have like a 10-hour day.
Yeah, Zombie World Record is pretty strict about their co-op world record.
I just have seen people do that, but maybe they were just practicing. I don't know. Like Mystic, that guy. Also, I got the flares, so this is the new weapon. What's up, Corporal? Hey, dog meat, we got a new feature, bro. Watch this. Oh, shoot. Oh, well, the zombies got kind of confused. I guess I threw it in like a bad spot. But it's a little monkey bomb effect. Here, let me do it again. Watch this.
They got stuck on this other side of the fucking wall.
I know. And then another thing. Oh, whoops. Here, I'll do one more just for good luck. Oh, I actually need it because he died. No! I tried to go in God mode. Then obviously cheats are disabled. God damn it. I got carried away. But also look at that. Now the game goes gold. You can see your time.
Yeah.
Top right. Hell yeah.
36,
Yeah.
Man.
I'll let it play out for the memes. Okay, so we'll restart. Actually, if anyone wants to frickin' join, that would be appreciated, guys. Come on, chat.
Does the mod support custom maps like Empty Wall and Sandbed?
So unfortunately, the mod is like pretty hard coded to just like it's basically just I've taken each map's files and upgraded them with all my changes. It's not necessarily like something that can be applied on top of any map. Which is especially just due to how World at War was so like each map was just like so different. They really did a lot of spaghetti code. They didn't have like a consistent like one zombie mode script for all the maps. It's like each map has their own and all these like unique things. Are we supposed to hear game sound? Yes, but I have it pretty quiet. I'll turn it up for you.
People to suffer.
Yeah, let me know how the volume is for the game now. But anyways, back to my yapping. So what you'd have to do is if you wanted this mod on a custom app is basically just look at my GitHub. I have all the source, and you just have to manually start copy pasting changes into the mod, and it's definitely 100% possible. especially if you know what you're doing. But it's just a decent amount of work, and unfortunately I'm probably not going to do that unless there's like some crazy custom maps that are like super official that I really like. I mean, I know Empty Balls actually does feel pretty official, and that's actually one of the maps I would consider adding my mod to. That one, and then what's the other one? I don't know what the other one is, but that one I would consider, because it's a pretty good map, but it's like there's some small things I wish you could do to make it feel like more like Trek. I feel like it has the BO3 icons for perks, stuff like that. I'm not sure though. And then going back to the flares, hopefully we can get it this game again. I explained it earlier in the stream, but just like for now that I actually got people watching, essentially they're just like monkey bombs, but they're balanced differently, so they're actually very quick to throw. They don't have the whole animation, so that makes them better. But then on the downside, they don't actually kill zombies really because they're super weak. Like they're just flares, so that they're not really weapons necessarily. And then they also only last 10 seconds, which I could change, but I don't actually know how long the monkey bomb lasts. So someone in chat, can you figure that out? How long does the monkey bomb last? I feel like it's longer than 10 seconds. So
I feel like it's like 8 seconds.
Or it's
that's
okay.
just my whole body selling.
Okay. Maybe I'm just thinking of how you have to do the whole animation and just like the whole experience of a monkey bomb feels long. But yeah, when you actually get down to how long it lasts on the ground, you're right, it's probably not actually that long. So anyways, that's the flares, and then it's also only limited to one player because for balance, but also for okay, so this guy says around 7 seconds, so yeah, you're right. Yeah, what was I going to say? It's limited to one player just because, for performance reasons, like the flamethrower, smoke grenades, all that stuff needs to be limited to one player because World Hour is just too old that you can't have, I think having all zombies on the map plus like 4 players all throwing flares at once and the flamethrower, it's just too much effects and too many things going on. It's going to lower your FPS. Then also it's good balance because Noct is definitely a challenge map, and it's going to be, I think, too easy if everyone has him. That's going to be 12 possible monkey bombs basically on Noct. It's just like you can spam them and never die if you're struggling. So that's the little sales pitch on the flares. I guess another thing too is they actually don't have as long range as monkey bombs. So monkey bombs are basically infinite range. You can throw it anywhere and zombies will magically go to it. But in this map, it's basically like you have to throw the flare in the same room as the zombies. Like if I throw a flare all the way by the Thompson wall and there's zombies by this M1 carbine, they're not gonna like magically go to the flare. So that's how I balanced it. And then there's also some downsides. If you do throw it like right underneath you, it will give you like a flashbang effect. And if you do walk too close to the flare, it will start to blind you. So yeah, there's some pros and cons. But yeah.
Question: since it like really behaves like the monkeys, so like,
Yep.
So you know what happens when you throw a monkey outside the map, like outside
Yep.
the area? Does it like disappear?
It does
like,
nothing.
off the
Yeah.
Okay.
It just does nothing. Yeah. I don't know if they had added the like. Does it Samantha laugh when you do that in World at War, or is that like added in later games? I feel like wasn't that a thing? Or if you throw a monkey bomb.
I might have to play Darius this year. I know they have the. Why would you throw the monkey in the fern?
You know, I gotta add a Easter egg like that to Noct. If you throw the flare in the plane, it's gonna print a message on your screen. It's gonna say play an audio clip recording of me saying you should save the flares so you can get rescued. Don't put them back in the plane.
Sound like fool's joke. I don't know. Or just like I don't know.
That's also. Oh, sorry.
Use Morse code when you throw it at the plane, something like that.
So to respond to the chain, no, it's only 3 flares. It's not 4. But also, I mean, I know people don't use monkey bombs for the damage, but it is like a nice a bonus. So for example, if you throw a monkey bomb and you're stuck in a corner and it explodes, it's going to kill some of those zombies or at least damage them. And so you're going to be able to escape out of that corner once the monkey bomb is up. Whereas with the flare, it just like basically does nothing, so it only distracts the zombies. So, I mean, yeah, it's not a huge factor. Monkey bombs are pretty weak, like round 30 plus, they're not going to do anything. But I think it does help that you know, with balancing to make the flares a purely just a distracting the zombies thing. They have less range. You can only have one player with them. So, but then like to balance that out to make them stronger, then on the other hand you can throw them much quicker. So it's like a like to have the whole pros and cons thing going on. Gets around 50 for the Hitler boss. That's true. That's added.
I still can't believe people are like, you know, still joke about that to this day. Timeless.
Timeless indeed. Man, I'm getting kind of hungry. I cannot lie. What else can I talk about? I did have a to-do list, but what else was on this? I always delete shit from my to-do list after I add it, so kind of not useful. Oh yeah, yeah, you like how I'm trapping you?
Yeah.
So another cool thing is, I'll show this for the stream. You guys got to pay attention to my bullets. So when I shoot, there's actually a line that goes to the target, and it only plays 50% of the time, which is how it was in Black Ops 1 and other Call of Duties. It plays on every other bullet, so it's similar. But tracers, like, were disabled. It's just a DVAR in World at War for some reason, for first person. So you would still see other players, like, with actual bullets coming out of their guns, but your first person gun, it actually never has it. So some of these bullets are invisible. Like I said, it's only 50% of the time. But some of the time you can actually see that line. I'm not talking about the muzzle flare effect, but it's easier with the machine gun. But you can actually see those bullets going. So that's just a cool visual thing that I added. And then obviously we were testing the timer. And then what else? Was there anything else I talked about at the start, Noma? I don't think so.
I mean, you can mention.
Oh yeah, the satchel hints, but that's.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, let me go buy that door so you can buy it.
Yeah, that's essential. Oh, another good thing is the flares actually have a good HUD icon, so I don't think I have to edit it at all because the sticky grenades and some of the other ones were so low res looking that I just had to fully redo them. But the flares were actually kind of sexy, like in the bottom right. I think they are just fine untouched. Let's see. Yeah, one more thing too is I'm cooking up, I want to do a video of every single change that I've done, and I know that's repetitive because some of my viewers and whatnot already know about stuff, but I think just for archive purposes and just to finally, you know, put the, or close the chapter of this mod when because I'm basically done now, and I think it would just be nice to put a whole video of just everything. It's gonna be like 4 hours long, and because like long content is low-key in right now, you know, the whole like iceberg trend. So I think it would be worth it just for fun, but I don't really care about the views anyways. And then that way it's like, I'm not going to edit it super fancy, it's just going to be like, because that's part of the reason I don't do those series anymore of like I did like 2 episodes, but it's just so much work to edit them that I just cannot be bothered. Like, because I try to be all fancy with it.
That's crazy that this mod is, I guess, what you just said, considered done.
Yeah, I mean, it's never going to be something that I've abandoned, because if there's, you know, bugs that pop up or like really good ideas, but it's like, yeah, you can only do so much with the concept of this mod. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. Like, I don't want to add stuff just for the sake of it. You know, I've added every single like cut weapon essentially. Like the Sten is one exception, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think that fits because it's like a British gun. And then yes, we already talked about the Taboon gas. I'm not going to get into that. But like other than that, yeah, there's like physically nothing else I could add. I mean, yeah, the Russian grenades and American grenades, I guess. But like, what else? What other weapons are there in the engine or in the game? Sorry, like I don't know. Well, what's up, Hey Station? Good to see you.
Yo, Hey Station,
Yeah, we got the
my man,
champ Hey Station.
Mago.
Let's go. But yeah, no more cut weapons to add, no more cut voice lines, or just no more anything. Like it's just I've got everything I need. But yeah, if bugs ever pop up, I'll obviously want to fix them. But yeah.
So what would you do now?
I mean, I don't know. work on my other projects outside of modding, or yeah, BO1 modding. But we'll see. We'll have to see.
Good luck on the BO1 if you ever decide to go back.
I mean,
to that.
yeah. You saw what I started, right, with the fork. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Towers was speaking about that. He had the fork of it. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's always been something I wanted to do. Yeah, Hey Station, if you're still here, we added something cool to Noct. But we'll have to show you later. Let's see, anyone? Yes, yeah, my Discord's dead, man. I don't know what happened. I gotta boot everyone out, so it's like a fresh reset. Because I did a whole at everyone, or at active players, and just no one's wanted to play except my man here. People are too busy playing BO6, I feel like. Just kidding. Alright. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
We're going to show it in the next round. Yeah, I'm not going to explain every detail of the balancing anymore because that's just too much work, but I'll definitely give a brief rundown for you, Hey Station. But so any new features I added? Yeah, there's this one that I'm testing right now that I'm about to show you, a new equipment. So Nocturne Tone was the only map that didn't have 2 special grenades in my mod. So every map in my mod has 2 special grenades. You got Molotovs and then you got some other special one. But this one, yeah, I've added a second special grenade, which I'll show in a second here. I gotta get some zombies. And, wait, this is the guy who made it? Hell yeah. I am the most popular WaW Remastered streamer on YouTube. Because no one freaking plays it on stream, but it's all good.
Doesn't get enough
It's
attention.
all good. We got our own little community. It's not about the views, you know, it's about making good mods. That's all that matters. Anyways, yeah, so new changes. I kind of explained it earlier, so sorry for being repetitive, but I'm testing this new new weapon and then new DVAR that I enabled, which you can actually see bullet tracers now when you shoot, so the lines of the bullets going, which was disabled on World at War but enabled on every other COD. In first person, that is. You could still see other players, but yeah, it just looks cooler. And then I also am testing this timer in the top right, which is... Okay, bro. Now another person asking me what changes have I made the last couple months. Alright, guys. I made a couple bug fixes, but nothing crazy. All it is these tracers. So guns look cooler when you shoot them. The timer in the top right, which is obviously optional. You don't have to have the timer. It's just for tryhards. And it's also going to have there's also a trap timer for all the traps that will show if you're using traps. And then there's also a new weapon I'm going to show. It's in my inventory right now. And then that's really it, honestly. There's like nothing crazy. But this weapon is going to be cool. I just got to wait for a horde of zombies. And no, the PPSH was not on Noct originally. I had to add that. I try to be all super consistent with the loadouts in my mod, so there's a couple map-specific weapons and equipments, but they're all kind of like, there's reasoning behind that. Otherwise, yeah, every map is on every weapon. Sorry, every weapon is on every map. Alright, let me show this. So zombies now get distracted by the flares, and yeah, if I get too close to it, it's gonna make my screen all blurry, but then I look away, it goes away. Oh shit, okay, he just threw a mortar. Oh, we got a max ammo. Throw this again. And yeah, it can occasionally light a zombie on fire as well, and also if I throw it right below me, it does like a whole concussion or like concussion grenade type thing, or stun grenade, where it like makes you all confused and has the ringing in your ears. But yeah, that's the flares. It's like a monkey bomb. You throw them really fast, which is good, but then the downside is they don't damage zombies, and they don't have as much range as monkey bombs, so yeah. What's better, flares or smoke grenades? I would probably say smoke grenades because, well, actually I don't know. What do you think, Noma?
My opinion is the smoke grenades due to the factor that
They last longer, I think, right?
yeah,
Plus,
that too, and it's much more useful because it's tight corners and it doesn't really blind you. I'm not saying the flares.
yeah, flares. Yeah, flares. I think are more blinding. I mean, the smoke does make a smoke cover, but the flares, like, yeah, I guess are a little bit harder to see through. And then, yeah, with the smoke, you basically throw a smoke in it, like any zombie that goes into it or like tries to cross through it will get confused. So it creates like a barrier essentially. And like, yeah, if you're like stuck in a corner or something, you can throw a smoke at the ground, and zombies will get like they won't hit you essentially. So I mean, they basically are pretty similar. Honestly, don't know which is better. It's up to debate.
I'm always gonna say smoke bombs because there's could be that potential, you know, troller that can throw a fucking flare out of the hallway and just wouldn't know it's right there.
But I feel like you could just do the same thing with a flare, though. You know? But I guess if you're also thinking about the context of the map, like on Verrucht, like smokes might be more useful because just Verrucht, the map itself, like you're able to do more and you got more tight corners. Whereas like Noct, you're just, I mean, you don't even have any perks. You're not going to get as far as you would on Verrucht. So it's like, I don't know. Do I have to reinstall the mod after you change things? Yes, unfortunately you do. But I haven't posted it yet, guys, so don't bother. I mean, you could re-download for if you're missing any updates, but the Flare update is not out yet. I'm still testing this, so yeah, if you want to wait for that. I mean, I'll put an announcement up on my Discord, so make sure to join that as well in the description. What's up, Sasuk Uchilla? Hello. Oh yeah, the Flare explosion combo, it was cinema, Haystation says, with the mortar and the Flare. We gotta put that in a trailer. You know, I was actually thinking, so I want to do that video of all the changes, and I also would like to do a cinematic trailer for each map of my mod. And do a bit better job of showing off what's new, and like recreate the vanilla, or sorry, not the vanilla, but just the original trailers. Whereas like, instead of like I'll use the same music and similar style, but just like about my mod. And I'm kind of excited to do the Noct one. I feel like that could be fun because I'm gonna, you know, have like the satchels and stuff in it and whatnot. And I'll have my voice lines instead of the. I mean, I do love the trailer voice lines, but obviously they're not actually in the map. So we'll be curious to see how Shinonim and Verk go if they had secret perma perks that were different between maps. Interesting. Yeah, like BO2 perma perks. This guy says you don't know Sasuke. Yeah, I don't unfortunately know that. Is that an anime thing?
Yeah, it's anime.
Alright, bro.
And
Also,
yeah.
Alright. Even this guy knows without even reading it.
Because my dad made me watch Naruto a shit ton of Dragon Ball. Like,
God damn. Yeah. Also, the chain. Oh wait, not the chain. Who asked? Oh yes. Wait, sorry, I don't know how to say it. Sasuke, bro. That's what I'm saying. The timer is a new setting. Yeah, it's not gonna be like required. But it's like I'll add a new command if you want to have timer. Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of high rounders like to use it, so I might as well. And actually, my script for the timer is also available for vanilla if you want to use it in like plutonium without playing my mod. It's not as good of a map to show off though with the timer because the main feature of the timer is that it has a timer for like every trap and like the flogger and zipline, and they're like dynamic. They only show up on the screen if the timer is active for the cooldown. So yeah.
That makes me
What?
Is there a timer when you use the teleport into Reese or no?
No, I did not add that. Actually, that's a good point. That technically is a timer, but those only go for like 5 to 10 seconds. Like it's a really short cooldown, so it never really matters.
Yeah, and then like there's like audio too and shit.
Yeah. Has there been new stuff added in? Okay, I'm not gonna keep going over it. If you want to rewind, okay, we're laughing because I explained it like 4 times because I was just trying to be nice and make sure everyone heard. But there's a couple minor like things that I talked about a while ago. But really, the only feature is the flare grenades. That's the only thing that is substantial. Is plutonium still available? Yeah, I mean it's always been available. Except you have to play the maps reversed as of April 1st. You can't play them anymore normally. Just kidding, but that was their April Fool's joke. They like made the maps all like reversed. And then another question or comment: make the 9-hit jug on Varuk a secret perma perk. I mean, if I was gonna do a perma perk, the Varuk jug would actually be a good idea. But and also, yeah, no worries. You just joined that. No worries at all. We're just having a laugh. Let's see, let me try to get the break in here. Would you eventually do an update to Kino? I mean, no, because it's not in the same game, but if there's a custom map for Kino, there will be a WaW remastered mod for the Kino custom map. And I know someone was working on it, but they gave up like halfway through because they did the classic remaking a map move. You remake it, post all these pictures, and then give up. Because remaking a map is actually very boring compared to making your own unique custom map, so a lot of people always give up on them.
Yeah, that's crazy. When fucking Die Rise remake just came out like a month ago.
Yeah, finally. I mean, they took their time, but I think it was a fair 2 years to make that. I'll give them that. That's fair enough. They did like everything from scratch. I think any longer than 2 years is like especially when you have a Patreon and stuff, just kind of gets annoying. Like, bro, you got to stop doing a whole marketing campaign on your map if it's like more than 2 years away from coming out. Just like work on it, and then when it's ready to start marketing, like you can do that. But I feel like, I mean, Call of the Dead, I don't know, did it take forever? Maybe it did, but I didn't even hear about it until like it came out. So I feel like
Call of the Dead actually took a while because I think the guy that was creating it started in 2018.
Yeah.
When the modules were released.
But I mean, that's the way to do it. Like he just did the work and then released it all of a sudden out of the blue. He didn't do like this whole extremely long marketing campaign of like a Patreon and like post a ton of videos and like I'll put your name in the map if you pay me and like all this goofy stuff. He just dropped it like a legend and then said nothing. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, the guy actually quitted back in 2020 because he saw another person that was actually working on the map, and he was like, "Damn, that map is shit."
Now, about Lex covering it, I won't blame him necessarily because he wasn't ever like officially part of the map. Like he was just like he was buddies with them and like he agreed to like do some promo, but like I'm more talking about the mappers themselves. Like I don't know. I mean, yeah, it can be fun to show off stuff. Like I get it, but I'm not really a mapper, so maybe I'm not qualified, but. Actually, I was working on a map, I will say that, and that still might come out one day. But, yeah. Like, the Transit Remastered, it's been like 4 years, and I don't know, I just feel like, what's going on, man? Wait, what did you get? Wait, sorry, you said something? I just missed it.
Nah, just saying my eyes from the new game. Alright, back-to-back revolvers.
Transit Route B. Well, there was a Transit Remaster that did come out, but it was like a scam. The guy like ripped the map from BO2 and like slightly updated it. And that was like the Green Run Productions thing. Yeah. And then he like deleted everything. And then obviously there's the Verka one, which is a really cool map and looks good, but the thing that just bothered me was just like the whole collecting money and just taking a really long time to do it when people think you're like about to finish, but it's like not even close. And I mean, yeah, but at least it's not the annoying thing when people make a custom client or something and then that gets like promoted and then it gets like shut down before it even releases. Those ones you gotta like just drop it and then have it be fully ready so that like if it gets taken down, well, like so what, it's already out there, you know, and then it's too late. But watch this perfect use case.
Let's go. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe I gotta make it last only 8 seconds. I'm gonna do that because I didn't realize the monkey bombs were only like 7, 8 seconds. So I'm gonna nerf it to 8, down from 10. Oh yeah. Sasuke got it right. It is a flare. Yes. That's what the Liberty City devs pretty much did for GTA 5. What a bunch of legends if they did that.
Yeah, they did that actually. They were very quiet about it, and then when the map came out, they are like, "Hey yo, it's out now." Like what? Then Rockstar like hit them with a cease and desist to shut it down. Typical Rockstar behavior.
Rocks. Also, this guy said you need to get some gamer juice. What the hell does that even mean, bro? Is it because you downed? I mean, he's doing pretty good. He's got more kills.
Dude, I did not expect those zombies to come behind me in that corner. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna sight this zombie. I was like, damn, bro, they just ran fast on me, bro. Did I got hit with a Varrock sprinter?
Facts. Also, I slightly... Oh, this is an essential feature, guys. I slightly tweaked the Panzerschreck settings because you couldn't really YY with the gun because for some reason the drop animation was extremely quick. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when you switch weapons, it just instantly disappears from your screen. Now, the reason they did that was because I actually... I put it to like a lower time that like would make sense. It's a heavy gun. It should take a while to put it away. But then I realized I know why they made it fast, because the animation is freaking garbage, and about 3/4 of the way down, the gun just like disappears from your screen. So it's like they had to make the animation really quick to kind of like hide it. But I'll go ahead and put my FOV really high, and I think you can see it. Oh, my FOV is already high. But like when I lower the gun, wait, actually no, it looks better. Wait, what happened? Oh, I wonder, there's actually, might be something that I'm missing. Because it actually looks good right now. Maybe it has a different animation for when it's out of ammo, and that's what I'm talking about, or something. Wait. Yeah, that's weird. It actually looks good on my screen, but I was testing it in solo. I don't know what it was. That's very odd. But like the animation was glitched or something. Anyways, your character's going crazy. Our zombie health's changed. The devs will root this on knock. No, zombie healths are the same as vanilla in this mod. The only thing to note is this is again the same as vanilla, but on Shinonuma and Doris, the dog rans don't increase the normal zombie health. So, for example, if it's round 10 and then around 11 is dogs, and then you get to round 12. The round 12 zombies will actually have round 11 health because the dog round like isn't counted. So on those maps, it actually feels like the guns are stronger. A little fun fact.
I never noticed that.
Sasuke. Frying pan and kitchen knife cleaver as secret melee weapon in Verrect. That's actually an interesting comment because that was on my list, but to match the katana, but I don't have animations for it and stuff, so I gave up. Or model, or actually, well, I mean, I do have the campaign Resnon model, but
I love this all-up shotgun.
The plutonium update. There's a Devartatron double tap 2.0. Yes, that is correct. It probably works in my mod fine, but it's going to be making double tap even stronger because my mod makes it 33% stronger, which matches the 33% fire rate buff. So, yeah, you might not want to use the 2.0 command with my mod. Shit. These zombies take 50 Browning shots to the chest. Yeah, facts. In my mod, no, well, I mean, I guess there is an option. It's the difficulty option in my mod. If you can put it back to classic, it removes some things that make the game easier. So there's like solo quick revive, double tap 2.0, or it's not double tap 2.0, but the double tap damage buff. It's all kind of one setting if you want to play on classic or, you know, my mod changes. Just died. But yeah, back to the guns. That's why I like to add the equipment on knocked because yes, the guns just like they do get weak, and so you have less to work with. So it's like having some equipment is kind of fun.
I'm trying to eat my Kit Kat over here, man. Can't even do that in peace.
I would not add that to play other Easter egg songs in Nox just because it doesn't make a ton of sense. I mean, it would be cool, but I would just suggest, this is what I do, is I just play a playlist in the background on loop of all the Easter egg songs, and then that's all you need. But I did add a Easter egg song in Nox. Can you do that in the console command? Well, in my mod, it's a setting in game options. You don't have to do any console commands, but yeah, you just click to put it on. I mean, it's already by default gonna have the changes in my mod, so having stronger double tap. No, so that's what I'm saying, Sasuke or whatever, Sasuke. It's my mod makes all these changes and they're all in it by default. But if you want to revert back to classic and undo the change, I give the option. That's what I'm trying to say.
Is that the ray gun I just heard?
You know, I just discovered something new. Okay, that's what it is. So look at the Panzerschreck, guys, when I switch. It, like... You have to slow it down, but he, like, pulls it away, and then it, like, glitches away. Like, it's just weird. But anyways, I just realized it's because I have the ray gun, so I just realized that guns switch faster when you're pulling out a pistol, apparently. I think that's a thing.
Please give me a gun.
I didn't know that.
Light.
Because you know how the COD devs are all obsessed with the whole switching to your pistol is faster than reloading. Yeah, they like made it a legit feature that when you switch to your pistol, it's faster than switching to like if you had a rifle as your secondary. That's interesting.
Fucking COD 4. Fucking COD.
I gotta make sure that's consistent though, because I don't think I paid attention to that. Switch fast anim test. Yeah, I'm gonna check that. What I mean by that is, in some of my various Easter egg items and other custom weapons, I might have just like kept the same default put away speed, because I didn't realize that what the fast switch was, but I guess it's for pistols. Yeah, see, look at that. Fast, but then when I have this gun, maybe it's the same. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'm not seeing things. Okay, good. To turn on the double tap in Plutonium, I'm pretty sure you just can type double tap into the console and it should automatically give you a prompt that's like, it'll tell you which, like it's auto-suggest the DVAR. I mean, but if it's like the code name, it's specialty _ ROF or double tap, that's like the code name for it, so I don't know. You just try typing that or double tap into console and it should like auto-suggest the DVARs.
Double tap 2.0 and 1.0 is just perfectly fine.
Well, okay, sorry, Sasuke, I think I might have been confusing people, but no, the switching to your pistol faster was in Vanilla World at War. But I was just saying that I didn't really notice that. Like, I know pistols are faster to pull out, but I didn't know that, like, a different gun, like the PPSH, would actually be faster to put away. I thought it was just the ray gun that was, like, fast to pull out. Because there's obviously two timers, the putting away and then pulling out. 10k hours, still learning, a true gamer. Yeah.
No shot, you have 10k hours.
No, that's what he said in chat. I was just reading him. Yeah, I think I got like 500 hours on Steam, but I've definitely I probably got 1,000 hours at most. The flamethrower tank on his back looks swag. Yeah, facts, bro. They had it in campaign, but in zombies they never added the code for it, but it looks cool. Yeah, now I have the timer in my... Actually, that's another thing I had in my mod, man. It shows your hours played if you go to your stats page, so you can see how many hours you put into my mod. We got 2 insta kills. Let's go. Nothing beats a good old World at War stream and just talking about the changes in the mod, you know? It's always fun. Always a good time. And also another thing is, if you guys want to kill yourself with boredom, you can read the README in the GitHub. It's like 20 pages. Not actually, but I updated that as well, I think, a couple weeks ago to be much more accurate and include like every change. Because I still think it might be missing a couple things I've done that I'd forgot to put into it, but it should include everything. Also, this guy says I should revert the glitch spot on this map, so you can, what is that the one up here, so we can like god mode by jumping up here. Yeah, I mean, you actually could easily do that. I know how to do that, but I'm not going to help the cheaters, unfortunately. Oh, shit.
Man, you gotta watch your back.
I know, I'm reading chat, bro. I'm plugged in.
But bro's famous.
I know. Yeah, there's this one. I'm not gonna do it right now.
You're a madman if you did. Fucking mortar income.
Wish more maps had the grunt apocalypse player like Noct. I agree to an extent. I do agree, but I will say having some minimal voice lines I think can be fun. Like the voice lines I added to these guys. You know, but they don't always have to be like heroes, you know? Like Verrect Marines, you know, we did more of those. But I guess I will say the operators are kind of similar, right, to the Verrect Marines in the sense they're just generic soldier guys, but I guess the one difference is that, like, the Marines felt like one squad together and kind of like uniform, but aren't the operators that you can change your character and they have like girls and stuff and it just feels kind of like random, right? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't even classify them in this. I get what you're saying, but
Yeah, that's what I don't know if they are, but
I
just,
know,
yeah, it's like devil's advocate.
like there's a reason why, you know, the soldiers here, like, they fit well because, you know, brothers in arms,
Exactly.
war and shit. Operators, yeah, I'm playing with Kim. I can't even. Ah, shit, I got those. Yeah, I'm playing with Homelander and shit, bro. Yeah, he's definitely been in the zombie proof since, I don't know, day one.
But yeah. Facts. This guy, oh, he also ghillie suit the zombie models and shooting them. Yeah, it's an idea. I mean, the problem with that is you gotta like use Maya to like make a model for the zombies. You gotta add the zombie head to the ghillie suit. And then also we got a couple more comments here. Yeah, instead of saying witty remarks, they just sound like they're surviving. Yeah, I agree. I had a lot of fun with the Noct ones. I mean, you got reload callouts, you got man down callouts, you got interactions when you revive people, asking if they're okay. You got responses to player surrounded, like just right there. He's like saying he's got him, got his back. So yeah, it's like much more military, like squad callouts stuff, which is fun. What else was there? I think that's it, really. The interactions, though, I had a lot of fun with those.
It's just a shame that the Baroque one don't have more voice lines since, you know, they're already like set in stone voices.
Yeah.
You know?
AI.
So.
Just kidding.
AI. Shut up. Oh.
I'm not gonna do that, but you definitely could.
It just doesn't feel right.
Just doesn't feel right. I agree. But if you had to do AI for voice actors, which is like a huge sin because voice actors get so triggered by it, like it's actually the best way for like a video game because you have like so much clean audio with like no music or background and sound effects, and you just feed it all to AI, and it actually is better than like trying to generate like a movie like AI voice, like a new character, you know. Because yeah, the voiceover lines and the game files are like pretty good for the AI, from what I understand. But yeah, I've never done that, never will, probably.
Probably. At least he's honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, you never know. Maybe in a while it's like
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah.
If I was gonna add any line, I would add a couple lines from the Knock trailer and make it sound like these guys are saying them. You know, like some cool use case. Like, for example, put the bastards back. Like, come on, bro. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we had Lozano saying that, bro? That would go crazy.
Bro, I still remember when Dami was post that clip with the Panzer Strike shit. Shit was funny. I got the Panzer Strike. Ah, no, you got the Panzer Strike.
And then that was you watched that clip, right?
Yeah,
that was funny as hell.
Yeah, then JV's like, no, he's gonna push them back, and it cuts to the trailer, and then yeah, definitely. Yeah, push them back should have definitely been in the game since day one. Definitely iconic for even though it was being a trailer and shit.
Facts.
Like that could be like a trivia for like World at War vet fans. I don't know.
I agree. Sorry. I also reading chat would say make the player models in Fruct more have like bandages and missing helmets. Yeah, I mean I do have player 4 missing a helmet and already in the mod, but I didn't add bandages. I mean I don't think I would want to add that just because the implication is that like they got sent to Fruct and so they weren't like hurt when they got there. But I get what you're saying that like the bandages do fit. I mean I did add bandages to the zombies on Fruct. Who is blood texting at 2 a.m.? My brother, this is the Huz they're not calling. It's not 2 a.m. nor 1, my friend. It's 11:39 in the canon time of the universe. But yeah, that's what I'm saying with the chain. The players he plays in Fruct are like the Marines. Yeah.
Crazy that we have like fucking names for them. Meanwhile, the Noctua don't have a damn name to themselves.
Yeah.
But there is some changes in Baroque, like the arm models and shit. So, give them that different feel.
Yeah. I made them the Recon Marines.
Since their whole job was to get I forgot his name, Peter McCain out of there.
Peter McCain, yes sir.
Because he was about to be discovered by the Germans, being on the cover.
Yeah, he's been made, as they say.
So the bastard fled. Why his arm got chopped on that power switch?
You'll never know. Look at that. 3 minutes. See, this is actually cool to know because you never know how long rounds take normally. So it's kind of like fun. Round 20 took 3 minutes apparently. Oh, there you go. So we're fully set up. I've got... Actually, I need mortars. That's the last thing. But I got MG, which is the second best if you don't have flamethrower, and then I got ray gun, satchels, flares.
I don't know. I honestly put the Thompson above the LMGs, especially.
Oh yeah, totally. In terms of like long term, because I mean you use them to get points on other maps, but then also like you can't really train with the MG. But I just mean like for damage output. You know?
Yeah. I just love the Thompson's insane headshot multiplier for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but yeah.
Perhaps.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish I was recording that. Oh my god.
Could down yourself while spinning the box to get 2 ray guns. Yeah, I mean pretty much if you're Maybe. It would depend. You have to be able to not pull out the ray gun while you're down. So, like, if you have no ammo in your ray gun, in my mod, you wouldn't pull out the ray gun when you're down. But I would think in vanilla, you would always pull out the ray gun, so... I'm not sure. But basically the game, when you're down, or in some special circumstance where you're not holding the gun, the game thinks you don't have it, so then when it gives you a random gun, it would, could potentially give you a ray gun that, you know, because it doesn't think that you have one. I got chat raging at me to use the flares. I was just biding my time, you know, I don't want to jump into it.
Nah, JB clutches them without flares. He's been doing it for so long.
Exactly. Flares are optional.
So used to the satchel meta or the motor.
Fun fact, every Zombies version of Noct has different sounds for the AI. True. True. Yeah, I like the Noct sounds on this one.
Man, that was quicker than our last round. What the fuck? It was like last round was like 307.
We're getting all the drops. Oh yeah, that's another thing I could add. A little drop cycle tracker to the as a setting for tryhard high rounders, but
I feel like
I don't know.
cheating.
Well, it's not, I mean, it just tells you. No, it's not cheating because like you can do it in your head. You just like remember, oh, I got a max ammo. No, it doesn't tell you what you're gonna get guaranteed. It just says the possible ones, because how the power-up cycle works is you have to get each power-up before it resets. So like if I get a max ammo, that means I have to get the other 3 before I can get another max ammo. You know what I mean? So that's all it would be. But people like use a website to track it, which is kind of like, you know, if you could just have it in game. But I don't know. We'll see. Still need to get these frickin' mortars, man. April Fool's update, you added shopping spree, and Perkaholic Gobblegums. Facts.
Have you ever played the maps in Inverted before? Not me.
Wait, the what?
Have you ever played the maps in Mirror Reverse or Inverted?
Oh, like the plutonium thing? Wait, what are you talking
That's
about?
on plutonium?
Wait, like, what are you talking about mirror, like, when the like, everything's reversed?
When
Yeah. No, I mean, I think you can do that without plutonium, but that was their April Fool's joke, they did that.
Yeah, I missed. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I
think you can
Ah.
still do it. Like, it's a setting. Well, I don't know. Someone in chat confirmed that.
Ah. I always wanted to see how Notch would feel when you're so used to how the layout is.
Yeah. Oh, this guy in chat just said it was limited, and he wishes it was a setting. That sucks. But yeah. Yeah, like you definitely do get so used to the layout. That would be funny. So yeah, we're doing pretty good, if I do say so myself. And yeah, you gotta lock in with your downs so you don't, so you can get a better prestige icon. Remember?
I've been motivated.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That crawler was still alive. I did not know.
Also, Haystation, FYI. Oh shoot. I did not. I did not put the flare update out yet because it's still considered testing. Actually, I mean, I did put the link in my Discord if you want it, but for just this mod, for Noct. But I'll probably be posting it this weekend. Also, let's not die, bro.
I'm trying to save my ray gun ammo just in case.
Yeah, if you need to come back over here, there's a lot of guys coming, so watch out.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, I mean the other mods will be updated as well. There's not really any. Obviously, the flares aren't going to be on the other map, so you don't have to worry about re-downloading those yet. But I'll post it all together later. I think the flare should be considerably shorter in length. It throws so much faster than Monkey Bomb. But you carry more of them? No, you only carry 3. So Monkey Bombs are also 3, and also only 1 player can have flares. So there's compared to a maximum of 12 on 4 players total. But you are right that you throw them faster, but to balance that, they don't do any damage to zombies, so that's what my logic was. However, I will say I'm actually going to nerf it from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. I think that's fair, but we'll see.
Oh, I gotta focus up, bro. I've been going down.
Do you want to switch spots? Like, I mean, you always are in the hot suit over here, but.
I mean, I'll get rid of the flamethrower for you to get in. You take my spot then.
Alright.
Why don't you rack up the downs?
I'll take some downs.
Alright, the flamethrower's in the box if you want it. I'm still not used to what you call it, like training with the flamethrower.
Yeah. It's a bit tricky.
Yeah, cause I don't know. I'm just like hardwired to think like, oh, you can't sprint with the flamethrower. I'm like, why can't you not do that? That's just hell enough.
Wait, were you talking about sprinting with the flamethrower?
I don't know. I don't know. I keep forgetting you can sprint with it
Oh, okay.
since you're like hella slow with it.
No, you're right. Does the flamethrower set off satchel charges? No, it doesn't. Even though lore speaking C4 or not C4, dynamite would explode from fire. But that's not how it works in the game. I could maybe try to see if I can have that though. But though that would be kind of troll because you would definitely self-sabotage a lot more with the flamethrower on accident. Anything creative you could do to make the sniper cabinet more viable? No, not really. I mean, the sniper cabinet is now unique in my mod, so the only way to get the scope sniper is with it. So it actually has a purpose. Like, you can't just get it from the box, because I thought it was kind of dumb that you could just get the sniper from the box anyway, so it's like, what's the point? But no, I mean, the cabinet though, I guess what I did do, not like directly to the cabinet, is I added the satchel crate, so now there's like two crates upstairs, like the cabinet and the satchel crate. So like by proxy, it like makes you have a choice of what to buy, I guess, like if you're a new player. So, and like one of them is obviously much better, the satchels, so I guess there's kind of that. Sniper does more, yeah, it does way more damage than the normal car, so it's not even like the same weapon. Which doesn't make any sense, but that's just how Call of Duty does it with the snipers, and I'm gonna stick with that. so we got a little max ammo here.
Yeah, I remember I was one-shotting in the head on the Reese with the mouse and the get scope turn. I was like, God damn.
Yeah. Sniper cabinet and Shiranuma with the character-dependent ones. Yeah, that could be cool, but I don't know. I think that's probably too much that I add. Could be possible. I mean, it's easily possible, but I don't know. I did think about having the snipers be character-dependent on Doris, actually, but I scrapped that because when I was thinking of it, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I was too new to modding. Probably could figure it out now, but by now I've already added all I like the scope springfielding on Varuk. It just kind of fits well because you can get the normal springfield as well from the wall, and then obviously the Arasaka scoped on Shinonuma makes sense because it's Japanese. Damn, this MG42 does nothing.
I got rid of it.
Look at that. It's one of my favorite quotes. Let's finish the job after the insta-kill. You spin.
That's your favorite quote?
Well, it's one of them. It's one of them. I mean, you spin facts, bro. Well, okay, out of the knock quotes. I don't mean out of every quote.
Yeah, always like.
Yeah.
Not like.
Well, because also it's funny when you think about how like all these quotes were from campaign and were not meant to be in zombies at all, but it's just like a little bit of creativity to make anything work. Did it give the Mustang entirely different names on other weapons? I mean, yeah, you gotta just play the mod, man, at this point. Just check it out, you'll see for yourself. It's also not the Mustang and Sally in World at War. Technically speaking, actually.
Okay, buddy. Calm yourself.
What is it called? The FU something?
No, that's that.
No, that's the MG42.
Yeah.
I don't
the
remember, bro.
MG42 is the Barracuda. It's called.
No, I thought I had like FU Barracuda. I don't know, bro. I thought there was a gun that said that, bro. I swear to God. It's like the
right about
I mean, I just know that it's like this hidden message for the pistol upgraded. What is it called again?
C1.
Yeah, C1 bitches or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
I think it's meant to be like die bitches or something, but it's like spelled out with weird letters or something. I don't know.
Even though originally it was called Dirty Henry, not to toot my horn on the death cards.
Well, yeah, technically.
Yeah.
You know, that was a little idea I had was make the solo quick revive give you the dirty carry on when you're down instead of the upgrade pistol, but I decided to end up just giving you the Colt because it's just like a nerfed version of solo quick revive. Like I did think about it from the perspective that if they added solo quick revive in Verruct, like they probably would have just not added any special pistol. It would have just been the normal pistol, you know. Knocked sprinter animation from the cutscene. I don't think, isn't that actually just one of the normal ones? But I can't find any of those.
I think he's talking about the one where that knocked sprinter just sprints towards the unknown fifth marine. I don't know, something like that. And this is like some Mandela effect, some shit. Yeah, I need to buy the satchels real quick. Forgot.
Facts, bro. The breathing sound effect in the intro. You know, it's funny you say that. That's actually already added to the mod. Do you know how that is in the mod, Noma?
Be behind zombies.
Yeah, so when you're when zombies are right behind you, they sometimes, well, like your character will sometimes like start breathing, like a scared breathing sound effect. And one of the characters, I think it's player 3, which is not your favorite character from what you've said, unfortunately. You don't like him as much. But player 3, the yellow points color, he actually has that. That's his actual breathing sound effect. It's the same like voice actor as the Noct intro, which is a very fun detail that you can actually get that breathing sound while you're also playing in my mod. Also, I might die. No, we're good. Because I'm him.
The only reason why I dislike Alonzo is because like every time I play solo, it always just gives me him.
Well, you're probably... Did you change your character Devar on accident? I don't know.
No. It's just it's RNG. Yeah. Sometimes
Which
I
one
get
is...
player
Wait,
1.
that one's player 2, right?
No, player 2 is.
Oh, player 2 is unknown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Haystation corrected us. He was saying I could add the Noct Sprinter to the cutscene, like, instead of the normal Sprinter. I mean, that would be cool, but I'm not going to redo the video, because you have to, like, record it, and, like, it's the whole thing. And they actually did some really good, like, visual effects on it with, like, the breathing, like, it blurs in and out, and, like, I don't want to try to recreate that. Like, you could, but it's just, I think the intro is good on its own.
Also, I realized the third player's name isn't Lonzo, it's Jesse, so...
Oh, yeah, no, player 2 is Jesse, yeah, see? And then player 1 is, unknown, but player 3... Wait, no, I don't know who... Actually, no, player 1 might be Lozano.
No, player 1 is Lozano.
Yeah.
Because player 4 says it
Yeah.
as an Easter egg.
Because player 4 is Sarge, and then player 3 is, I think, unknown. Right?
No.
Well, no. I thought player 3 was Jesse, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, player 2 is... Okay, so player 2, blue points, is unknown, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, facts.
Yes. Which his name is never stated in the game. In this mod, so.
Yes, correct. Because here was my logic. Okay, you have one of them, the Sarge, that makes sense. One of them is that you strike for what the dev that made zombies, makes sense. One of them is just a random cool name from the campaign because, and then I added it as like a little voice Easter egg that they sometimes say it. But I don't want to do that twice, so then the last guy's just unknown. And also, that's because player 2 is the character I identify with, and I wouldn't want to put my name in as an Easter egg because that should be too much, so I just called him unknown. Perfect logic.
Without
logic. Reminds me of the old iPod where you would play on Noct and you had the tutorial. Zombies didn't have glowing eyes in the cutscene, or I mean in vanilla, yeah, only Noct had glowing eyes, and then they cut it on the other maps, but my mod adds it back to all the maps. What else? We'd love to see a mod that... Yeah, you could do a little grief on World at War, have Japan versus Murray, but yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do stuff to replace the characters. Okay, so they didn't have glowing eyes.
Is there another overhaul mod by Jaden?
No, he just means the normal one. Yeah, Jaden made the overhaul mod. I think because in the overhaul mod he made them have like white glowing eyes, so it's like looks different. I think Haystation is just saying. Well, I'm kind of confused, but I think are you? Wait, so Haystation, do you want us to like? Were you suggesting like? I mean, I know it's not that deep, but you want us to like redo the cutscene to like make it have some of these new features? Is that what you're saying? I was just kind of confused. Or were you saying that make the map look like how it did look in the cutscene? You know, like which way? But also, speaking of the cutscenes, one thing I was thinking was I would have a lot of fun trying to make a cutscene for all the other 3 maps, or at least at the very least for Ruct, like showing a marine like, or like what if I showed the power door like closing and I don't know. But obviously that would be a lot of work to try to make it super accurate. I have to make it like low quality on purpose. Oh, he's just pointing out some fun facts. Okay. Not a suggestion. I see. Almost just killed myself.
Bro, I just realized the skill was a perfect opportunity to get the satchels, damn it.
God damn it.
Keep blanking on that. You know, this is my perfect opportunity.
But it's nice and good. Yeah, Bink, they're, like .b something k, but it's called Bink, correct. Yeah, you can swap them out pretty easily.
The sad part, I was right next to the satchels, but I did not press it. God damn it.
Atlas Maze with the deep fun fact, inspired by The Last Stand. That game created, or inspired zombies, exactly. You guys should all look up Jesse Snyder blog post Nazi Zombies and read it for some ultimate zombies lore on the story of how it was made. But also, with The Last Stand, you guys watching might enjoy that I also added an Easter egg to that mod, or game, sorry, in my mod, which is the achievement when you get to round 20 in my mod. It's called The Final Stand, which is like a reference to The Last Stand. And the reason I had to call it that was because Treyarch already added an achievement called The Last Stand, so like they stole my thunder there. It's in campaign, I think on like one of the it's like one of the Pacific missions. So I just called it Final Stand. Like makes sense. It's zombies, so close enough. It's like after The Last Stand. What else we got? Yeah, they stuck with Bink format for a while. I mean, it's just classic. What is it called? Just the engine that they use for these games, all based on Quake.
We all talk about the Final Stand part. Yuck.
Wait, sorry, what?
A disgusting perk used by disgusting gremlins.
Wait, sorry, what perk? I missed it. What did you say?
Final Stand in COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh, so when you you know, so normally when you kill an opponent, they die, but with Final Stand, it just knocks on the ground and this gives the down person to shoot back.
Yeah,
Very
Kevin.
annoying.
Oh, sorry.
It's very annoying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, fair enough. What the hell is this guy doing? Yeah, Kevin talked about that in some of his interviews too, how he would just make the riffs first. Because, I mean, they were in such a rush with these games that he just had to make the ending music first, and then he would eventually get to make it into a full song later. And I guess with Varuk's song, he just changed his mind and he thought it sounded better to change the key. But
I never knew about that about Kevin when it came to the Easter egg soundtrack.
yeah, because people have commented about how, like, if you listen to that Game Over on this one and then play Varuk's Easter egg song, it's like slightly different. I mean, it's similar because you know how the whole trend of like the song.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just, I'm one of the people that I wish I could hear a full version of the old song, like the old, like from the Game Over, because it just sounds cool, man. But it's never been released. You know, let's hit a mortar here. Look at that. Some real ass shit here. Except it's not very good. It's making a bunch of crawlers now. So that's good that I didn't make mortars too overpowered. I think by round 30 it's going to be a bit too risky to use mortars, which is about right, I feel like.
So you were also one of the gremlins for the last stand?
Wait, are you reading chat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Last stand. Best perk.
Stop the cap.
I mean, remember when they called it second chance in Black Ops? Well, actually, no, I think they called it in World at War as well, right?
Yeah, no. It was called it in World at War, and then I think,
But in
yeah, you
the-
might
yeah,
be
that-
actually fear.
All the
About the
MWs, they would call it Last Stand, yeah.
And then Modern Warfare 3 was called something else because they're like no more Last Stand, and they added but in a different name. I forgot what it was called.
This guy said Final Stand is what they called it, but I don't think that. I think he was joking, I don't know. Here, wait. While we're playing, guys, wait. Actually, I don't want to die, so I'm going to have to wait until end of the round. This is also a generational run for the legends here in chat. 28 rounds. I mean, holy crap. Also, I've been subscribed for a bit, but not going to stream. Thank you for the work on the mod. Yeah, you're welcome. Also, please actually don't die. Like, seriously, like, this is a... This has to happen.
Ah!
I got flares if we need. I'm gonna fall back here, because I think round's almost over, low-key.
Nah, the only reason why I grown because because every time I res you, I always try to like stick the landing. You're like, don't do it.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. True.
Because that zombie was getting way too fucking close. Was there around 30 duels on your leaderboard?
I don't think so. No, not on Knocked. Because no one plays Knocked, it's just too hard, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand the...
Bro, I would say Varuk is hard.
No. Okay. Broken Script says it's pretty good. I don't know what he's talking about, but I agree. And then this guy asked, fuel tanks added to the player model. What about the shades to the character when you get flares? That would be funny, but I just don't think that makes any sense. Wait, also... Ah, dude, I gotta... Shit, I wish I could pause. I'm trying to play some music here.
For the viewers.
Yeah, for the viewers, but it's gonna be a special song. Do you have ray gun ammo?
So then, JB, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Did anyone ever ask about Kevin's, alternate game over with the piano you mentioned?
That's
Or
what
was
he's
that
saying. That's what we were talking about. Yeah.
Oh shit. Gotcha.
That's what we were saying. That they asked him, and he just said he made one of them first, and then just made the song later, and he just changed it. He didn't give a reason why he changed it. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Should terminate your subscription to breathing. It was originally shown. I'm not sure. Wait, what does that even mean? What was the animation? He's saying there's a cut animation for Last Stand when you kill yourself. The coward's way out.
Oh yeah.
There was an animation, but I don't think it played in first person, but it was a third person where the down player would pull out his pistol
And
like
shoot himself?
him. Yeah,
Ah, that's cool.
yeah. There was a cut animation, but they cut it out because it was too dark.
Yeah, that's fire though. That should have been it. Oh,
Yeah.
it was in the beta. It had to be cut for ESRB reasons. Damn, you got the COD athletes in the chat here.
Yeah, because I remember that I saw the animation. I was like, God damn, that's sick.
Yeah.
Waste opportunity. Could have used that on the Tombstone perk. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna die. Oh, the pillar saved me, guys. Did you see that? There's a grenade indicator, but it was right behind the pillar. That's clutch, man. So yeah, by the way, FYI, I'm like fully out of ammunition.
Are you dead ass? Oh.
I'm gonna have to fall back to here. Oh, we gotta drop. I'm pushing through, but I can't make it. We got a nuke if you can run over. You can get the nuke quickly. You're gonna have to juke some guys though. We got heavy crawlers inbound. I'm knifing guys. Alright, watch out. Stay safe. There's a lot of guys.
Oh, right, dude. I got hit.
Okay, while we're here,
Please get up. Please get up.
wait, whoa. Okay. Wait, I have massive ear rape right now. I gotta turn this down. It won't turn down. Oh shoot, guys. I put on the knocked trailer music, and it's like, I think it's hella loud right now, which might actually be lore accurate to the trailer. Sorry, chat, if it's too loud. We'll just enjoy this song.
Please.
Bro, I need a box.
My bad. I didn't think you were coming in here. No way that one didn't.
Okay, we pushed the bastards back.
Yeah, push those back.
Bro, when the beat drops here.
Alright, yeah, I can protect you if you want to turn up.
No, we're good, we're good. Okay. Alright, I think we're back to normal. Hello. Alright, is my volume ear raping, or are we good, guys, in chat? A unique knife model per player based on faction. Not a bad idea. I mean, it is a generic knife. Maybe it actually is the K-bar marine knife, actually, now that I think about it. But that is a good idea, and actually, Richtofen, at the very least, could have the Hitler Youth knife or whatever. Just kidding, he wouldn't have that. But there is a Nazi knife in the game files, but it's not set up to be a first-person model. It's only like a world model. Is there a name or a link to that song? Yes, it's on my YouTube channel. I put it. It's just a knock trailer with music without. Yeah, it's knock trailer music only is what it's called, I think. I'm actually playing extended version in the background, which basically it's the same song, but like in the trailer they trimmed it down more to like each respective part. It's actually a bunch of songs combined, but in my extended mix, it's like lets them loop for a little bit longer, just from the original game files. I'll probably post that.
Damn, you got to the damn barricade way too fucking fast, man.
I think you can only say push the bastards back when you have the Panzerschreck. Facts. Yeah, witnessing absolute cinema with music. I agree. But yeah, I'll probably post this version on my Discord if you guys want to download it. The song. Okay, we got a flare. Alright, I'm gonna throw a flare because we got a max ammo. It's kind of unfortunate max ammo came so quick. Just trying to get rid of all my shit here. Alright, I'm gonna reload and get it. Go back.
Yep. Got it.
Yep. where can I get this mod to be ported over to Nintendo GameCube? I don't know how that works, but if you can get the Steam version of the game, you can put that on your Steam Deck, right? It's the closest thing you can get. But I assume you're joking. Alright, let's hit this. No. No way, bro. He didn't go for the thing. That's a skill issue.
Classic monkey bomb bug.
That's intentional design, though, because it's imperfect. Not all the zombies will see it.
Really? I always chalk that up as a fucking bug, cause you know, well, how come this one zombie just fucking, you know, don't, you know? Interesting. Fucking interesting.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, man, that was good. Wait, which icon are you? I don't know. Is it the same one, I think? Can zombies still damage you during nukes in your mod? Yes, during monkey bombs, during nukes, zombies can always attack you. That's the point. That it's just, you gotta have some challenge. It's I love it that way, even though that just sucked that we died.
I didn't realize that zombies was right. You know.
Do you prefer zombies when it's more cryptic? Oh, absolutely. Jim Zielinski all the way. He's my father.
That's crazy.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to turn the stream off though, because I am gonna get off for the night. But this has been good. You know, we'll try to get another one maybe tomorrow night. What's up, Aptim, in Russian? Also, yeah, I'm gonna close out of this. That was fun though. That was a good game. That was good. That was good. But yeah, I gotta attend to some business. Not actually, but I also am gonna work on a few more things for the mod. But yeah, probably tomorrow. I mean, similar time. You know, between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific time. So make that adjustment. Yeah, it's kind of late, so East Coast kind of missing out. But yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. But yeah, any suggestions for the mod, feel free to drop them in chat. Actually, not in chat. Join my Discord because I'm going to end the stream. But yeah, we added a cool feature that we're testing, the flares. So there's a test download in the Discord if you guys want to try out the flares, but it's not been added yet. I think after this run, I think we all agree that it would be cool to have. It's not too much. Might need a little bit of rebalancing because I think they last for a bit too long.
I'll make them 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds. I don't know, man.
Hey man, it pulls out fast, it dies out fast.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean that was fun. I like the flares. We could have gone longer. I think we gotta hit another 2-player game.
Dude, I fucking
Yeah.
fucked up so many times. Like when I went up on those stairs, that's when I was like, fuck, because like it's gonna be difficult. But like I said, if I knew that zombie didn't go, I would have shot that zombie as well too.
Yeah.
Saved you before you shot yourself with that ray gun.
But it was ridiculous. Like that was kind of on me that I thought the flare would just work, and so I went up to a risky spot when I should have just stayed down until I knew that the zombies were away. But yeah, we could have gone further because especially after that max ammo, man, it's brutal.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm looking at the leaderboards for your mod.
Mhm.
Yeah, the highest for duels is 17 by Taurus and Silent, which is kind of depressing, but yeah.
But yeah, look at this. Oh no! Wait, what happened?
Oh yeah, that's in the save, didn't it?
Did I
For
quit the
video.
game? No, why
No.
didn't it save? Oh, it's probably because oh, my fault, bro. I had zombie mode dev enabled, so it doesn't work. That's my fault.
Bro, I could have like at least go down a rank or like.
No,
oh,
so
okay.
your ranks didn't change. You're good. You're good. It's all zombie mode dev.
How could you, JB?
I know.
How could
so yeah, actually that's another thing. If anyone in the chat downloads the test mod, you have to type in zombie mode dev 1 to be able to test the flares because it's still a test feature. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right now. Last question: any parts of the lore that's been retconned you would add into the World at War maps? Honestly, not really. Well, yeah, actually, no. I have add retcon stuff like, well, not retcon, but just like stuff they come up with later. So, for example, the Richthofen's journal that's added to the Easter egg on Shinonuma, and that came up with later. They didn't actually know that in World at War. There's like little details like that in the Easter egg quests that I've taken tons of inspiration from, because yeah, Shinonuma Midori's custom Easter eggs, I had to look at what they came up with the story in later maps, because at the time they didn't have this whole story about the journal and all this other shit, like trying to teleport to the moon at Doris. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, ending it now. So if any more questions or comments, definitely join my Discord. But peace.